Today, Hillary Clinton revealing her official economic plan.
You can't solve our problems without economic growth. Growth creates jobs and prosperity, and that is the glue that binds our society together.
So, Stuart, you say there's a clear choice. Hillary Clinton wants to make us more like Europe. Donald Trump wants to make us grow again.
That's my opinion.
With all sorts of stuff. What's the matter with Europe?
What's the matter with Europe?
What's the matter with Europe for the folks at home? You remember you're a refugee.
I am a refugee from European socialism. It's not a sustainable model. They're bankrupt. Many of those societies are bankrupt.
They're super in the red.
No growth, virtually no growth, for many, many years. Their population is actually declining, and it's aging. That is not a sustainable economic model. It's just not. It might sound in terms of growth and expansion. Donald Trump would lower taxes for individuals and for corporations. He would cut regulation. He would encourage domestic energy expansion and output. That's a recipe for vigorous growth in the economy. And look, they're in decline.
What I've heard people say, they like Donald Trump's plan because he takes it from 4 brackets to 3 brackets. Everyone gets benefits because everyone's going to have their taxes lowered.
Trump wants to cut taxes for the super rich. Well, we're not going there, my friends. I'm telling you right now, we're going to write fairer rules for the middle class, and we are going to raise taxes on the middle class. Trump wants to cut taxes for the super rich. Well, we're not going there, my friends. I'm telling you right now, we're going to write fairer rules for the middle class, and we are going to raise taxes on the middle class.
The purpose of the SIP is to, quote, provide accurate and comprehensive information about the income and program participation that has constantly been screamed down, that you constantly be called xenophobic, racist, Nazi, whatever. Well, it turns out that intuition, that instinct that you had, yeah, it's correct.
When do we beat Mexico at the border? They're laughing at us, at our stupidity. And now they're beating us economically. They are not our friend.
Black people and white people can't be unified for Trump? That's bullcrap. Trump refuses to denounce the KKK.
How do you feel about the recent endorsement from David Duke?
I didn't even know he endorsed me. David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow. Okay? Yes. All right. Yes.
In the absence of the truth, bullcrap prevails. So here come the truth, jokers. Look at what's been going on. All the people are coming out, the dang Walking Dead. You know, the people who don't pay attention to politics until the election cycle comes around. And they get so emotional. They get all into it, and you know, they pick their sides and they fight against each other, but in reality, they ain't getting nowhere with it. So you're falling for the little racist angle. You're fighting each other. You're ripping up the signs. And, oh yeah, let me go to this. This is something here. How is it that this little fake joker right here comes out and endorses Donald Trump? Now, elections are all about perception. So when you see this guy endorsing Donald Trump, you will say, oh, well, Donald Trump is a racist because he's endorsing Donald Trump. But here's the thing. What is KKK? Well, the KKK was created by the Democrats. KKK still belongs to the Democrats. So this guy right here knows that if he comes out and throws his support behind Donald Trump, it's going to get the reaction of this. That's the only reason why he's coming out and doing that. Lyndon B. Johnson did the same thing in the 1964 election. He made an ad saying that Barry Goldwater was endorsed by the KKK. But how is he going to say that when the KKK is a Democratic entity? They are the prop, and I'm talking about the KKK. The Democrats are the most racist party in history, the only party in American history to kill black people because they wanted them to vote Democrat. Lyndon B. Johnson said, I'll have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. When he was talking about N-words, he was talking about black people. And black people, they still vote Democrat.
Neither have I. You don't know me. You're fucking a white male. So?
Today, our country has lost a true American original, my friend and mentor, Robert C. Byrd. Senator Byrd was a man of surpassing eloquence and nobility.
There are white. I've seen a lot of white in my time.
I admired his tireless advocacy for his West Virginia constituents, his fierce defense of the Constitution and the traditions of the Senate, and his passion for a government that improves the lives of the people it serves.
There are white. I've seen a lot of white in my time.
They mentioned that he once had a fleeting association with a Ku Klux Klan. And what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. He was a country boy from the hills and hollows of West Virginia. He was trying to get elected.
As Secretary of State, I continued to rely on his advice and counsel. Robert C. Byrd led by the power of his example, and he made all of us who had the honor of serving as his colleagues better public servants and better citizens. Robert C. Byrd left such a legacy.
We have given her $20,000 anonymously for her campaign fund. She is friends with the Klan. The KKK endorses Hillary Clinton. About illegal immigrants. She doesn't. She's acting like she does so she can get into office. She's a Democrat. The Klan has always been a Democratic organization.
People in the streets.
Hitler not remind you of that? Does Trump not remind you of that?
No, explain to me how Trump is like Hitler. Mass abortion.
There isn't any sensible approach except to do what we need to do simultaneously. Secure our borders with technology, personnel, physical barriers if necessary in some places, and we need to have tougher employer sanctions, and we need to try to incentivize Mexico to do more. If they've committed transgressions of whatever kind, they should be obviously deported.
Sessions went on to explain that Obama's immigration policy is killing wages, particularly for immigrants and minority groups, because the flow of labor is so large, it floods the labor market and depresses wages. Of the Daily Caller, Donald Trump is going to do better with Hispanics and African Americans because he's talking about things that will really make their wages go up.
I do not support gay marriage.
I live in New York. New York is a place with lots of gays, and I think it's great.
I'd be sure to if we mass abortion, so obeying the law. Donald Trump wants to obey the laws on immigration. Donald Trump wants to obey.
And basically fuck with the one person who stands in the way of us being ruled by Donald Trump.
Just before I came in here, we thought we'd do a little search in our files, and I do notice that a William Mayer gave a Clinton-affiliated entity $1 million. Now, it's a William Mayer in LA, where at the time the money came. Perhaps you would like to comment. Is that you?
Yeah, I don't think.
For the KKK, Hillary Clinton is our choice.
previously on You Can't Stump the Trump. Donald Trump stumped a bunch of uppity MPs that were allegedly British.
I'd take him to a church. I'd take him to the mosque. I'd invite him for a curry.
Donald Trump's words confirm. Yes, of course.
The Duke of Quack was heckled by Big Man Tyro.
Foolish blackboard merchant.
Bernie people were blown the fuck out.
Get out of here, kid. Get him out of here. Out. Out.
Admonishing intensified.
You are hereby admonished, okay?
You owe me milkshakes. I'll take them off the ledger if you consider it.
Despite its impressive length, it's a nimble navigator, and some can be highly venomous.
All I'm doing is telling the truth.
Just like the tarantula it's killing, the centipede has two curved, hollow fangs, which inject paralyzing venom.
This one I like. Here you go, folks. Enjoy it.
Maybe get
This
the remnants
centipede
out.
is a predator.
Yeah, boy. Get him out of here. Get out.
And you were quoting, excuse me, you were quoting Tim and you were quoting me. Why didn't you read my quote the way I said it?
Sir, I tried to pull it up and I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Well, then you got to get Wi-Fi, okay? Don't ask me questions like that. You're not a very good reporter doing that. Okay, go ahead.
Wow. And why don't you apologize for her?
No, I won't
right
do that
now.
because I said nothing wrong.
This is a tough business
Oh,
to
yeah.
run for
I know.
president.
You're a tough guy, Jeff.
And we need to have a
centipede.
You can't stump the Trump.
As you know, I'm pro-life. I've been pro-life for a long time.
In 1999, you said you were pro-choice in all respects.
And I said, what did I say? You didn't read it. Read the full statement of what I said. Read the full statement. Read the full statement. Read the full statement. No, you're not reading the full statement. Go ahead, get out the full statement. Read it.
Tim Russert followed.
I know. I remember Tim Russert very well. He was a friend of mine. He was a good man. No, but read the full statement.
My question is what.
Okay. Look, they have their choice.
Mr. Stump, the full soundbite from Tim Russert you said to him was, "I'm very pro-choice. I hate the concept of abortion."
Correct. Why didn't you read that? By the way, why didn't you read that before?
I pulled it up to
No, but why didn't you read that before? You didn't read, I hate the concept of abortion. Excuse me.
Are you a trustworthy?
Excuse me, very trustworthy. More so than you. Because you know what? You didn't read the question. See, when you quoted Tim Russert, you didn't read what you just said. Read it again. No, read it again.
I'll read it out.
Go ahead.
I'm very pro-choice. I hate the concept of
And you were quoting, excuse me, you were quoting Tim and you were quoting me. Why didn't you read my quote the way I said it?
Sir, I tried to pull it up and I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Well, then you got to get Wi-Fi, okay? Don't ask me questions like that. You're not a very good reporter doing that. Okay, go ahead.
I bought you so many vanilla milkshakes, you owe me. You owe me milkshakes?
Excuse me.
Milkshakes?
Get out.
Legitimate question. Do you apologize? No, do you apologize? Yeah.
Get ready for a stumping, lads.
For not reading my words. No. For not reading my words. No, do you apologize for not reading my words? Excuse me. Do you apologize for not reading my exact words? No. I didn't ask that. I didn't ask that. Excuse me. You quoted me and you took out the main part of the quote. I'm just asking, do you apologize? Okay, forget you.
This disgraceful reporter will never work in this town again. He was stumped so hard that we'll see him working at the Huffington Post.
But it's for our vets, and you're going to like it because we raised over $5 million in one day. Over $5 million. So,
to present Mr. Trump with his personal honor ring that we brought for you, and we hope that you wear it with pride, and remember that one team, one fight aspect, so we can make America great again together, brother.
isn't that better than this debate that's going on where everyone's sleeping? Right? Come on, Diamond and Silk, get up here for a second. Diamond and Silk, these two are unbelievable. I came and I watched these two incredible women, these two beautiful women, and they were going rapping back, forth.
amazes me how people from the other camp want to come in here and mess up our stuff because their stuff is boring. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
we have another question from one of YouTube's top creators. Here it is.
Did you honestly think that you could stomp the Trump? But you couldn't. You didn't. And now you're paying the price. Foolish, guac-bold merchant.
Governor Bush, how do you answer?
Big Man Tyrone.
I kind of miss Donald Trump. He was a little teddy bear to me. We always had such a loving relationship. Look, the simple fact is, if you think this is tough and you're not being treated
This
fairly,
isn't tough and easy.
imagine what it's going to be like dealing with Putin or dealing with Xi. This is a tough business to run for president.
You're a tough guy, Jeb.
And
you started off over here, Jeb. You're moving over further and further. Pretty soon you're going to be off the end.
Getting stumped by.
I have to apologize for her.
No, I won't
right
do that
now.
because I said nothing wrong.
Tonight, go check and see.
Oh, yeah,
what the
I'll check for you.
Check it out. Get the kind of the.
So, we're in first place everywhere. Jeb, exclamation.
Getting stumped by.
I said, Jeb, use your name. It's Jeb Bush. It's not Jeb.
And almost from the day we announced, we've been in first place, Jerry. So here's my best pollster. Thank you, Ani.
Hello, Iowa. It's great to be here. He will be unbelievable. The best deal maker, the best master negotiator.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Meanwhile.
Do you think you can win here, Ted?
Are you taking off? Come on.
Yeah, they're going with me.
Hey, let's hop out of the way.
We're taking it.
Ow!
Good job. Good. Looks like a nervous wreck. He's going down. He had his moment. Hillary. I mean, you have Hillary, who is a disaster. You want to let the football team take care of it? I don't know. These people, what are they doing? You know, we're all in the same boat. We want to have strong military. We want to take care of our vets. What the hell are they doing? You know, we all want the same thing. Probably, unless they're just troublemakers, which they are. Get the hell out of here. And the tapes were like, oh, no, not again. Oh, throw them the hell out of here. Am I allowed to rip that whistle out of the mouth? I'd rip that whistle. I'd rip it right out. I would rip that whistle. Should somebody do that? You are going to be so damn proud of your country. We are going to win so much. We're not going to lose anymore. We're going to make great deals. We're going to take care of health. We are going to make our country great again. I love you. February 1st, you have to get out. You have to get out. Thank you very much. I love you all.
The future must not belong to those who slander the Prophet of Islam.
ISIS will be using the refugee crisis, the global refugee crisis, to place their foreign fighters on Western soil. We've known about it. We've talked about it here on The Rebel. We've talked about it elsewhere. We've also been denounced as bigots, as racist for saying such things. But ISIS has said this up front, and they've already done it in several instances. But more has to be done to push back against this group that is making tens of millions of dollars per month, according to Brennan, through both taxation and black market oil supplies. That's money that will continue to fund terrorism, that will continue to fund propaganda that is used to, well, bring about sympathizers like Omar Mateen to carry out their own attacks.
As I said before, this aspect of our strategy was moving too slowly, but the fall of Mahdi is galvanizing the Russian government. So with the additional steps I ordered last month, we're speeding up training of ISIL forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in Anbar province.
Sham. George Bush brought a spark of jihad to Iraq, and it flared up there. Still, nowadays it was Obama who became the true helpmate in formation of our caliphate. This great man contributed a lot to our cause. Inshallah, thanks to you Muslims brought down the regimes of the Tawhid, who rule not according to Sharia in many countries of Maghreb.
What do you think about the mosque controversy?
I think we need more mosques.
Why?
So we can show the world that we are not bigots.
But don't you know what happens in countries where Muslims rule?
I don't care. We need more hope and change.
That is crazy.
There are too many Christian fundamentalists trying to impose their views on us through government.
What?
They are trying to take over America. We need more Muslims to show the world how multicultural we are.
But don't you read about what is happening in Europe because of rampant Muslim immigration?
You must be a bigot.
Please. Let's talk about the issues. These events are important.
No. You should not be allowed to speak. You must have supported Bush. You're a hate monger.
But I'm trying to have a dialogue with you about the issues.
Your hate speech should be banned.
But don't you know that Sharia law is being implemented in many European countries with large Muslim immigrant populations?
I don't care. You're a warmonger.
But in many European cities, there are now no-go zones where non-Muslims and police cannot enter.
Islam is a religion of peace. We should welcome all of them.
Yes, but don't you think we should carefully screen which immigrants come here from Muslim countries?
No. You spread hate. I will report you for hate speech.
But don't you think Muslims need to reform their religion to embrace all cultures and renounce violence among them?
No, Muslim immigrants should come. We are a nation of immigrants.
But aren't you aware of the human rights abuses in many Muslim countries, where women don't have rights and are tortured?
No. Conservative Christians oppress women's rights because they don't want women to have abortions. You must be a radical right-winger.
I simply want to have a dialogue about the issues affecting the world.
I'm going to call campus security and have you arrested for hate speech.
No, I'm not condoning hatred towards Muslims. I'm simply addressing a global concern regarding the violence and their religion. There are many who want to destroy Israel and America.
You're a fascist.
Doesn't it feel like every time you want to have a sensible discussion about facts and reality and trends within society, particularly when it overlaps with any kind of politics, don't you feel like any time you want to have a sensible discussion, all of these hysterical brain parasite...
Have you heard him just say, like, what are the problems in America? Hillary can make a case because she'll say something that's actually political. This guy don't even see that. Tell me the issues in America. What are the issues in America? First off, people like me are dying. The bank's running everything. Anybody else want to get in on this? I know Donald Trump wants to bring jobs back to America. You say jobs are an issue. Donald Trump says he wants to bring them back. I didn't say nothing about a job. How? He quit sending jobs to China. We have companies going to Mexico. What are you talking about? Are you even listening? I said people like me are dying. American companies. You want to know why everything you pick up says made in China? That's because other companies devalue their currency, and so companies can make a greater profit overseas. Donald Trump wants to bring it back. Donald Trump is capitalist. This is America. Capitalism. Capitalism is people who cannot exist without exploitation. Didn't think so. Didn't think so.
Let's bring it back to black people being killed by police.
Okay.
What has Trump said about that?
What about white people being killed by police?
Fuck off!
That's not racist, though.
The junior senator from Alabama went on to predict that Trump can turn the economy around for those on the lowest rung of the economic ladder very quickly.